What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my top 3 crypto video series where I uncover projects that I don't see a lot of people talking about and projects that I think will have some great potential in the future. Now, currently the crypto market is on a standstill. There's no major news, no price movement. We're just kind of hovering right now, which is not a bad thing. It gives you more opportunities to pick up some of these cryptos for the low, which you should be doing anyways because you will regret not buying at these prices we're at right now. Just speaking from experience. But you came here to see what cryptos you should be looking into for this upcoming month of June. As always, make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe if you guys haven't already. I make videos all about crypto and how you can become rich from it. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, coming in at number 1, we have a coin called Veracity. Now, this is a coin I'm genuinely pumped about and I know will be big. Now, Veracity falls mainly in the advertising and gaming space, and it's actually the second largest token in the advertising space. And they're looking to solve one of the biggest problems within the advertising space. We're dealing with companies like Facebook and Google, companies that make billions of dollars from advertising. So you can assume it's a very big, expensive problem. Over $100 billion problem to be exact. And that is ad fraud. Now, what do I mean by that? You see, to run an online advertising, you need 4 things. An advertiser who wants to run an ad and will pay money for it, a platform such as YouTube to show the ad to people, a content creator on the platform like me, and a viewer like you. Now, it's estimated that advertisers spend about $500 billion a year on online ads alone. And because they're spending so much money, they obviously want to reach as many people as possible. But the issue is over 20% of their money spent on ads is shown to viewers who aren't even real people at all. Instead, they're bots or click farms, fake accounts used to boost traffic. But wait, why are even bots watching people's videos? What's the point? Well, us creators get paid based on views. The more views we get, the more money we can make. So people will buy these bots to inflate their views and generate more income for them. Or they'll use them to boost views so that the algorithm picks up their video and shows it to more real people. Or they'll just use it to show that they are somebody with these views and followers so they can sell courses or whatever it is you can do with a following. Now, obviously, these bots or fake views are bad for everyone. This hurts the advertisers by wasting their money. It hurts the social platform by messing up their analytics and sharing inaccurate data with the advertisers. It then hurts the creator because now advertisers are willing to pay us less per view. And then it also hurts you as the viewer because now the prices of these products are going to go up to adjust for the increase in ad spend these businesses have to make to acquire new customers. As you can see, it's all a big circle of failure, all because of bots. But that's where Veracity comes in and solves this problem. They've invented this technology called Vera Views where it can track views from any videos and see if it is a real view from a real person or just a bot. They can then remove those bot views from the total views and store that data on their blockchain. So if you had the data from a video on Veracity and it says that video got 100,000 views, you'll know for sure that it got 100,000 views of real actual people and not bots. With this one little feature, it helps everyone, all 4 people: the advertiser by putting all their ad dollars to work, the platform by having accurate data of its viewers to show to advertisers, the creator by earning more for each view, and the viewer for you by not having to pay more for products. And the best part, Veracity actually has a patent on this exact process, meaning no one else can replicate this. And take it from me as someone who makes content for a living, this is huge because I know how big ad money is for big businesses. And what Veracity is providing helps everyone, and I don't see why anyone wouldn't want to use the service. And to take this one step further, they're actually using this exact process with their own esports video platform and showing advertisers that it does work. And if these huge companies like Facebook and Google start using Veracity to guarantee views, or businesses require a Veracity guarantee, that would be huge for the project, like insane. And like I said, this is a win-win for everyone, and we all know more and more people are going to be spending time online, so there'll always be a demand for more online ads, and Veracity can help with that. Alright, looking at the price action for Veracity, currently it's less than a penny at 0.004 cents, and if we go to CoinMarketCap, it's ranked number 400, so it's not a top 100 coin that a lot of people are talking about. This is a coin that a lot of people don't even probably know about, but one thing to know about about it, even though it's ranked very low and the price is very low, this coin has been around for a very, very long time. It came out back in 2019, so it's been close to almost, 3-4 years this coin has been around. Now, obviously, we saw this huge run up during the last bull run. We went all the way from 0.0004 cents all the way up to, almost 3, almost 4, or up here, almost 10 cents, which is a huge gain during this last bull run. Now, I am on the weekly chart of Veracity just to show you the full price history from its beginning to where it's at right now. But if we head over here to like the 2-hour time frame, we can see that over the past couple weeks to months, Veracity has been on a straight downward turn. It's not its fault entirely, it's the whole market. It's a very, very low altcoin, as you can see over here, from 400. So obviously it's not going to have the best gains because not a lot of people are trading it, but that doesn't mean you should just look away from it and not give it any attention. Yes, the price is low, but that is also the best time to be buying, because you don't want to be buying when we are in the next bull run and we see the price going all the way up here. You want to be buying right now. And again, if you want to get more intricate of when you're buying to make sure you're buying at the right times, you can use this confirmation algorithm I use called Lux Algo. I talked about them plenty of times in the past, but it basically tells you when to buy and sell. So let's go into the 4-hour, for example, because I like to use this on bigger time frames. But as you can see over here, there was a sell signal and we saw this huge price drop over here. Another strong sell signal. Look at this huge price drop. This is, let me get the measurement. This is almost a 30% drop in its price. So if you were to have shorted this just based on this indicator, you would have made a lot of money. This is an indicator that I love to use and have been using for over 2 years now. So if you guys are interested and just want to up your trading game or just want to know when the best time to buy and sell crypto is, I'll put a link to where you can attach Lux Algo to your own trading view chart down in the description box below. All right, coming up next is this coin called Kaspa. Now, Kaspa is aiming to be the #1 peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Now, if you're saying, wait, that kind of sounds like Bitcoin? Well, you're right. But recently, over the past couple years, Bitcoin has been treated more like gold rather than a means of paying for things, which was its original intention. People are holding it as a store of value, and Kaspa, on the other hand, is looking to be the digital silver, because in the past, silver was treated as less precious than gold, and it was widely accepted as payment. Now, there's a couple of things that make me very bullish for this project. The first thing is they're trying to solve the blockchain trilemma. Now, if you don't know what that is, you should. Ethereum founder Vitalik actually was the one who named that when he was talking about the scaling limitations of the Ethereum blockchain. And Vitalik has said this plenty of times, that the project that solves this trilemma will win, and Kaspa believes it will be the first. Now, what is this trilemma though? The first, decentralization, where a blockchain doesn't rely on a central point of control. Second, scalability, the ability for the blockchain to handle an increasing amount of transactions, the problem we have with Bitcoin. And third, security, protecting itself from hacks, bugs, and any other major or minor issues. Because if you could just hack the blockchain, well, what's the point of it even existing? And to achieve these 3 levels perfectly, it's very difficult. You have to sacrifice one for the other. But Kaspa thinks they can do this with a special blockchain they use called Black DAG. Now, I'm not going to get into the technicals because it can be a lot, but just know this type of blockchain will help them achieve this trilemma. And another huge thing is that Kaspa is proof of work, meaning it's mineable. So you can mine Kaspa on an ASIC or GPU miner and earn more Kaspa. Now, there are some rumors in the mining community about Kaspa, which I'll get into later in the video, but essentially having a coin that is mineable is kind of bullish because it'll keep money flowing through the community. Alright, now looking at the price action for Kaspa, currently it's about a penny, 0.01 cents. On CoinMarketCap, it's ranked number 219, so this is also not in the top 100 list. It's low, but not as low as Veracity back at 400. But one thing to know about Kaspa is that it's a fairly new coin. This coin was just released last year, and the best part, what I like to see is during this time, so this was from about December all the way up to like April, or I would say even back here, this was the time that FTX actually collapsed and there was a whole bunch of FUD in the market. All the markets were down. Every cryptocurrency was like 10-20% down. Kaspa, on the other hand, was actually on an upward trend, as you can see over here, which is kind of a unique thing because you usually don't see that with a lot of cryptocurrency projects. They usually tend to follow how the market is doing, and to see that Kaspa did the opposite is kind of interesting. So my thought process is if it had a bull run when the whole market market was down, imagine when the market actually has a bull run. The price might go to crazy levels, and it is new. It hasn't really seen a full bull run because the last bull run was back in 2021 and it came out in 2022. So we didn't really see a bull run with relative to the market. And also the market cap for Caspa is about $300 million. And I honestly think this can easily be a $1 billion market cap coin, which would put it around over here, the graph, Pax Dollar Render coin. And the reason why I think this will happen in regards to everything else I talked about as well is because of crypto mining. As I said earlier, people can mine Caspa. Now, this is a newer coin that a lot of people are actually getting into because Caspa mining is kind of profitable. And if you look over here, or you could disregard the profitability over here where it says $2,000 a day. The only reason that is because this miner isn't out yet. So the profitability is very high when it actually comes out. I think it's in August 2023. So in a couple months, the profitability will come down. So no one's making $1 million a year off of this miner. But this is a newer miner that Bitmain is releasing. They're the biggest crypto mining manufacturer out there. But this can be mining on K-heavy cache, which basically means it's going to be mining Caspa. And as I said before, the more people that are mining Caspa on this machine, and if it tends to be as profitable as it is right now, making about $2,000 a day, which is absurd. And I don't think that will happen. I think it will go down to about maybe like $10, $15, $20 levels, just like all the other crypto miners. Still, regardless, a lot of people are going to be getting into it because it's a newer miner. Profitability is going to be very high, which is only going to increase the circulation of Caspa, making more people buy it, sell it, or even if the profitability of this miner is very high, some people might not want to buy the miner. Instead, they'll buy Caspa instead, which is going to cause the price of Caspa to go up even more. Plus, Caspa isn't even readily available to everyone. It's on KuCoin, but it's not on any of these other major exchanges like Binance and Coinbase, and a lot of people are expecting Caspa to be on there as well. So once Caspa gets listed on there, that'll only make buying Caspa a lot easier. So yeah, I have a lot of faith in the coin, and it's actually up 25% right now if we look over here. Again, Lux Algo indicated a strong sell, so even if you had to buy over here or shorted it, you would have made a lot of money. And buying it right now, I honestly think the price will go up because we're seeing a reversal over here, and we're also seeing these we saw the EQ cloud conversion over here as well. And finally, the last coin we have on the list is called Sui. Now, I talked about this project a couple months ago, but it wasn't fully released yet. But now that it is, I just want to go over it a little bit more and talk about why I think this coin will be very big in the future as well. Now, Sui has gotten a lot of press these past couple of months and years, mainly because this was a very big anticipated project launch. They had one of the largest fundings in crypto history by raising over $300 million and were valued at close to $2 billion. And they also had a huge anticipated airdrop, but it ended up not happening. Now, Sui is brought to us by Miston Labs, whose founders, well, majority of their founders actually worked at Facebook or Meta on their cryptocurrency project Dia. The founders have actually been working on the Sui project for over 2 years now, so there's a lot of trust with this project because of that. And I mean, 2 years have gone by and they just launched 3 weeks ago, which shows a lot about how dedicated these people are. Now, the thing is Sui is very similar to pretty much every other layer 1 project out there. I guess the only big thing that it has different with the other ones is that it can handle over 100,000 transactions per second due to a special method they use called horizontal scaling. But besides that and the hype that it has, there's no other huge difference. Actually, I take that back. They do use a different type of language called the Move language, which is actually a whole new coding language that Facebook implemented when they were working on their own crypto project. And because the founders knew it from when they worked at Facebook, they ended up using the same exact coding language. Now, from what I read online, Move is very similar to the Ethereum language as well, so it's easy for developers to move over without having to learn a whole new language. Now, it's not a big thing to us, but to developers, it's a huge thing, and if there's no developers on a project, well, there is no project. Now, Sui also has other apps on its network, from NFTs to DeFi to DEXs, and because Sui is very new, only being around for the past couple weeks, maybe getting into those newer projects within Sui could be a good bet for you as well if you think Sui might have a huge potential in the future. Alright, and now finally looking at the price action for Sui, which is currently just under $1.98. Now, looking at this chart, obviously it doesn't look the best, but there's something unique about Sui compared to the other coins and a lot of other of coins. So Sui actually was just released, what is that, probably a couple weeks ago, May 3rd, and right now I'm filming this on at the end of May, so just about a month old, and it's already ranked number 77 on CoinMarketCap with a market cap of about $500 million. Now, the reason this is because of the hype. Obviously, a lot of people were anticipating this, so there's a lot of money flowing through it, and it's already listed on a lot of the major exchanges such as Binance, Coinbase, and all these other exchanges as well. Now, the reason why we're seeing such a huge sell-off over here, and we can see on this chart it shows a little bit better, the reason why we're seeing this type of sell-off is because when the coin launched, there was a lot of investors. Like I talked about, there was $300 million in funding. So when the coin releases, a lot of people tend to sell their positions, and that's what we're seeing right now. A lot of people are selling their positions, and it's causing the price to come down. Now, I personally think Sui has a lot of potential. You know, they're doing a lot of big things. There's a community behind it, and a lot of people believe in it. And I think it can hit $5, $10, maybe even $15 in the next bull run. But right now, in the short term, I personally think 98 cents a dollar is still a little too much for the price of Sui. I think about, 60 to 70 cents. That's the optimal buying price for Sui, mainly because there's a lot of inflated money in it right now, and a lot of people are looking to sell it. So you don't want to be buying their bags when the price is still kind of high. You want to be getting into it when everyone's sold out, and only the people who actually care about it, are holding for the long term, are getting into it as well. Now, I could obviously be wrong, and this could be the bottom for Sui, and we go to crazy levels, but I don't think that will happen. And to me, I personally feel better with Sui being around the 60, 70 cents mark and buying in then and then riding the wave up then. But regardless, I do think Sui has a lot of potential. This is just me saying in the short term that it could go lower, and I'm anticipating for it to go lower as well. But that was it, guys. These were my top 3 cryptos for the upcoming month of June. Let me know what other projects you guys are looking into, or if there's any other projects we should be looking into down in the comment section below. And remember, if you're trying to improve your trading game or just want to know exactly when to buy and sell crypto, check out Lux Algo. The link is going to be down below. Trust me, it'll help you a lot. And if you use it correctly, you can also make a lot of money from it. I mean, that's the only reason why I've been using them for over 2 years now. I'll also put some other videos where I talk about them down below to give you a better idea. And again, nothing I said today was financial advice. Everything was my opinion only. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in next week's video. Peace.